Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Nier Reincarnation, let's have a look at my clear of Fate boards, Ternary, floor 60. And then look at the teams that I used for 56 and up. No real reason to make this video because I did make a guide for Fate boards where I used all of the stuff that I lay out in there. I'll link to that below. But I just wanted to show that I am still playing this game, and because there are a few recent topics that I can talk about as we go through the battle. But here is the versus win team. Don't mind the boss there. But a couple healers, a couple of healing staves, and then damage from the burn, and then some attack break from one of the staves, and then Akeha's character skill. And F66X's character skill, of course. Okay, and then versus water. We got the same two healers here, but then we have Christmas Gale. She got Karma recently, so she's faster. And then she's also the damage source with the Argo, Dark Memory Spear, with poison. And then finally, versus fire. Again, I have Gale and F66X, and then to satisfy the use a gun wielder, we put in swimsuit Yuri, also got Karma recently. And then for weapons, I'm using two of the spears that have the attack break and the heal, and then again the Argo spear. Okay, but here, this is floor 60. Against Yuri, water element, so we'll use wind characters. And then, just to prove a point, we'll use some handout characters, and then Summerfio. Okay, but first, on my list of topics to go over is live streams. Doesn't look like there's going to be a Nier Reincarnation live stream by the end of this year. That is sad, but we saw, with the latest story edition that they were very busy working on that, I'm sure. But also, the Japanese community, at least, is upset about a variety of things. So they want to avoid a live stream so that they don't have to deal with the blowback there. Probably a similar reason why there hasn't been a live stream for Ever Crisis either. Lots of things in there that JP players are upset about. On Christmas Eve, Yoko Taro and then producer Saito, they did have a live stream, but that was just to hang out, play Suika game, and talk about Nier goods. And then I've been revisiting old live streams and interviews about Nier, because I've also been revisiting games like Replicant and Automata. And yeah, I made playlists of those playthroughs. I'm very proud of the coverage that I did there. I'll link to those below as well. If you have played Automata and you have not played Replicant and you don't feel like playing Replicant, then I can highly recommend my playthrough. That's a easy way to intake that. But yeah, I was looking at old comments from Yoko Taro and producer Saito, and they were talking about the reason why they do so much merchandise for Nier, the reason why they do so many collaborations, Nier characters in other games, is to kind of fund the next game, the production of the next game. I thought that was interesting. Clearly, Reincarnation is not achieving that. But yeah, in January, maybe, there will be a Nier Reincarnation livestream. We can only hope. Next, yeah, I was going to talk about my playthroughs of the Nier console games. I'm finally getting into the lore of the games. I think Replicant was really key for me to unlocking that. Also the anime, which I am watching over again as well. But yeah, I wonder, from the viewer's point of view, what is it like watching me take in this lore at such a slow pace? I played Nier Automata last year, for example. But yeah, I'm finally getting deep into it and enjoying it on my pace. Sorry if it's been frustratingly slow. Next, I was thinking about who I would pick with a Mama Select ticket. I wanted to get Summer Gale, so I could get her sword, her fire sword. I want her even more now because I have a Christmas Marie. But I also wanted to use the character in Subjugations, but with all of the large antlers that we got from the recent farming events, I've taken pretty much everybody to the level that I want to take them at, so that's a big motivator for me to play Subjugations gone. And yeah, I don't care about it anymore, so I do feel freer in that sense. Otherwise, I was thinking of getting the protagonist from the first Replicant collaboration. More to get his spear. It's the spear of the usurper. And then I want to do weapon stories, videos on those, on the weapons that appear in all 3 of the Nier games. And then the Spear of the Usurper is one of those. But I think my game can benefit more from getting that Fire Sword with Summer Gale, so I'm probably going to go for that. And then I'll just look up the weapon stories for Reincarnation Spear of Usurper later. Next, we've gotten some karma upgrades, you know, every 3-4 weeks. But we haven't gotten any standard characters in a while. Very, very sad about that. I've been frustrated that I haven't been able to get my Lacrima Lavania to Awakening 3, but it hasn't mattered because he hasn't gotten karma yet. And then other people like, who is it? Bloodless Demas also doesn't have karma. And then I don't have him, but the recently released protagonist that came with the new 2B also doesn't have karma. Very odd. Okay, next, Recollections of Dusk. Before, I talked about watching the pace of release of Recollections of Dusk as a sign of perhaps how much time is left of the game. And so far, we haven't gotten the next character. So maybe that is a good sign? I don't know. But yes, I did mention Christmas Marie. I wanted to get her to use in Arena. She looks like she would be interesting. In some ways, a superior Summer Yuri. But my motivation to play Arena is very low. Like, I don't even want the pull tickets anymore. I feel like that when a very interesting character comes around for Arena, I'll be able to have saved enough to go to the ceiling anyway. Wasn't able to do that for Christmas Marie, but I got her very luckily on the free 10-shot on a Christmas, so that's cool. What I am looking for, as I've said many times, are the New Year's costumes, and then I'll pull for those in my JP account. I don't know if I'll pull them like one by one as they come out, or wait for the last and then pull them all together. I might wait. Oh, and regarding the New Year's costumes, I made that video where I predicted which costumes might come. I'll link to that below as well. Alright, then finally I can talk about my plans for now from my channel. Regarding Nier, again, I want to do those weapon story analysis videos. I would like to get back to doing philosophy. Now that I've covered everything in-game that I want to cover, now we can do some kind of out-of-game stuff. As far as games, I'm still playing Armored Core 6 and enjoying it, but I stopped making videos for it because I kind of felt like the game doesn't really lend itself to making videos for the way that I want to make them, you know? Like, I could talk about my builds, and I could play PvP or something, but I don't know if that would be very interesting to either talk about or to watch, so... Just know that I am playing Armored Core 6 and enjoying it very much. But yeah, after Chapter 1, I feel like all of the bosses I've been able to beat fairly quickly, fairly regularly. And then it's just using my technique of kicking them and then unloading. But the Ice Worm, that was a very cool boss. That's a great idea for a boss. I do have a copy of A Ghost of Tsushima, and I do want to play that. I don't know if I'm going to play the whole thing there, because it's a big game. It's an open world game. But I would be interested to play it for a couple of reasons. One would be to look at how good of a job a Western gaming developer did of representing Japan. And then two, using, you know, that old ancient Japan as a launching board to talk about Japanese culture, which I do a lot of on this channel, but I don't know how good that game would be for doing that. And then for Nier Reincarnation in particular, I want to do more fashion checks and then kind of story analysis. Maybe something similar to the Murray Yuri Greek Tragedy video. Okay, I think that'll do it for this video. Happy holidays, Happy New Year. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.